Well, there you are. Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for joining me on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And if you look in the other camera, you can see, well, just look at the screen. I'll bring it over there. Excuse me. We're in Gatlinburg. I'm just going through quick because I want to, I've got some time. So I said, I need to shoot some different videos. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to shoot some different video, but I have to go through Gatlinburg in order to bring you there. Imagine that. And it is pretty crowded. All I could say is there is a lot of traffic because when I dropped Miss Marie off at the Goat Coaster, it was packed. I didn't see any parking spots. I had to pull up behind cars and she had to get out. That's good. That's a good sign. So we're going through Gatlinburg and we'll see what's going on here and then we'll continue our journey today. And it'll probably be a multi-series or multi-video thing that's going on because I can't, for what I want to do, I can't put it in one video. I can't. It wouldn't do you proper because all I would have is little snippets, and that's for TikTok because when I'm shooting this stuff I take out little 15 seconds and that's what the TikTok generation likes. They like 10 to 15 seconds of click 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 videos, and that's what they like. I don't know, that's like one step beyond Tourette syndrome, you know, when you're doing all that herky-jerky stuff. But you can see the traffic. So we'll be in Gatlinburg in a second. So don't go anywhere. Stay right there. Okay. We made it into Gatlinburg. Not too bad. Definitely traffic. Definitely. Coming up this weekend, I'm sure it's going to be crowded. I'm pretty sure because it's only, Thursday. And it's already crowded. So that's got to give you an indicator. It's the 19th of June. And in Gatlinburg right now it is 82 degrees under partly cloudy skies, but this afternoon I did just check the weather and about a 99% chance of rain will be here by 5 o'clock. So I've really got to keep my time schedule tight or I'm not going to get done what I need to get done. I think I'll roll down the windows. Oh good, I don't have any cameras. I made that mistake a couple of weeks ago. I had a camera in the window, that side, like down the window, and it popped that camera right off. Luckily, it landed on the passenger seat, not out on the sidewalk. Oh, God. And bring you around out there, show you what's going on. So you kind of see what's happening. I got a GoPro in the front and a regular camera here to the right. I'm only going to do a 2-camera shot today. I don't want to inundate myself with too much editing because I don't have a lot of time tonight to do it. I got kind of a tight schedule, not enough to make me nervous, but if I fall behind, which could happen, you know, all it takes is a heavy thunderstorm to slow me down and I go, oh God, fall back, regroup. You know how that is, right? Story of my life, fall back, regroup. Get over here. Looks like Anakista has a reasonably good crowd. They're on the left. And as usual, I get the big, nasty, noisy diesel next to me. Although, yeah, it's pumping fumes right at me. How do I get stuck doing that? How does that happen? But we're getting ever so close to July 4th, and it will be very, very crowded, the July 4th weekend. Because if I'm not mistaken, July 4th is, I'm double checking. I think July 4th is on a Thursday. I'm going to find out in 2 seconds. Calendar, right there. July 4th is on a Friday. So people are going, so I was a day off. All right, sue me. So I was a day off. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, it's going to be a busy, busy weekend. But usually what happens is Thursday, people leave early because Friday is the 4th. So they scoot out of town early and they get up here in the Smoky Mountains. And I don't blame them. I'd want to get here as fast as possible too if I lived out of here. All right, so we're heading up through Gatlinburg now. All right, that truck is gone. Thank God it's gone. Sorry for the glare. It's funny, it doesn't always show up when I'm editing. It's not as bad as what I'm seeing, but I still apologize. The only way that I could avoid a heavy glare is if I mounted the cameras on the roof of the car. And I've done that many times, so just today is not one of those days. Today's definitely not one of those days. Definitely a good crowd today for a midweek, Thursday before the weekend. Notice it's mostly kids because they're all out of school. And parents are on vacation and the kids are on vacation, so everybody comes up here to see what's going on. And I don't blame you. When I lived in Florida, I always said, God, I wish I could just drive up to the Smokies. But it's a minimum 10-hour drive, minimum. That's a straight through 10 hours. And I dreaded the thought of that. Because after about 5 hours in, I'm exhausted. That's what always seems to happen. Well, we made it through Gatlinburg, the strip. Nice crowd. You have to agree, that was a nice crowd for a Thursday afternoon. Ooh, definitely. I can only imagine what's going to be like on the weekend. But I'll be out here, you know I will, because I have my faithful Gatlinburg watchers and love every single one of you. Love you, mean it. I do. And I'll be posting other video because I'm heading to now other places. Other places. So thank you for joining me on Vacation Station TV, your virtual getaway. And I'll be heading to other places to get video. My hair's always messed up when I leave the windows open. But at least I still have hair. Unlike a lot of my friends, it's like, God, what happened to your hair? It's all in your ears and your nose. What happened? When you get old, the hair leaves your head, it goes to your nose and your ears. What the heck happened? What kind of cruel joke is that? Right? But thanks for joining me. And of course, my friends, I'll see you all very, very soon. Love ya. Mean it.